So this damn Monday Night Football game just got done. The Bills just got done taking knee downs like 3 minutes ago. And it was pretty much a thrashing. So the Bills beat the Patriots 38-9. Have my notes written down here. Early on, it did look like the Patriots came to play, and it looked like it was going to be a close game throughout. But then the Bills just wore on the Patriots, and I think the Patriots just, they just don't have the depth with all the guys that opted out and the guys that are currently hurt. They just don't have the depth, and they just couldn't keep up with the Bills. So let's start with the Patriots, right? Because they lost. Their season's done. They have nothing to play for. If I'm a Patriots fan, right, this season kind of stunk, and you go and you see your former quarterback in Tampa Bay, looking good. He's in the playoffs. He still gets to, enjoy the playoffs, and it hurts. And you wonder if, the past 20 years, was it Belichick, was it Brady? Here's what I'm going to say about that whole debate. There's a reason that Tom Brady left. If the Patriots, and I understand that there were reports that, him and Belichick's relationship was diminishing. I promise you, if the Patriots were set up to win, Tom Brady would have stayed. Tom Brady knew what he had offensively was nothing. The cupboard was very bare, and he got out. Because I feel like even with Tom Brady, there's a good chance, especially with the AFC the way it is this year, they ain't making the playoffs. It just is not happening. So he made the right decision for him. But here are the things. Here are the things that Patriots fans have to look forward to. So you have $51 million in cap space to spend this upcoming season. Bill Belichick is smart. He said it. I mean, he mortgaged the future for championships. Listen, you can't hate the guy. You got 3 Super Bowls recently over the past, 6 years, 7 years? I mean, I would take that. You have 1 down year. He's got $51 million cap space. He's going to reload. Now, defensively, there's some guys I like J.C. Jackson played very well for a lot of the game on Stephon Diggs. Obviously, Stephon Diggs had a monster game, but there were a lot of times where it was one-on-one, like no safety help, and he did a damn good job on him. And I think he's a good cornerback. You have 0 pass rushers. Your leading sack guy is Chase Winovich with 3.5, so that's not great. You had 8 guys opt out due to COVID. Your top cornerback, Gilmore, is hurt. I mean, guys like Dante Hightower and Patrick Chung, these are playmakers for the Patriots that opted out, haven't been there all year, and now you get guys hurt. I think that the Patriots next year, obviously you need to address the quarterback situation. Cam stinks. Cam might not get another job. He can't throw the football. He cannot throw the football, and there were games where the Patriots ran, and Cam was a big part of the running game, and they ran, and, they won. But he can't throw. It just looks bad. I'm not sure if he's going to get another job. I'm just not sure. This might be the end of Cam in the NFL, because he looked very, very bad the majority of this year. And then Stidham came in. At least Stidham was not spiking the ball into the ground 15 yards ahead, but Stidham didn't look great. And, Stidham came in towards the end of the game. You're down 3 or 4 scores, with the same crappy guys that are out there with Cam. It wasn't a situation to succeed. So the Patriots need to figure out, do they draft a quarterback like Mac Jones in the first round? Do they roll with Stidham and just build around him? I don't know, but they have $51 million to do it. And honestly, if anyone could do it, it's going to be Bill Belichick. And I think long term, right now it looks like Tom Brady, he won the fight this year. He's going to make the playoffs. I don't think, and I know the Bucs have been playing well against really bad teams like the Lions. I don't think he's winning a Super Bowl this year. And I'm not sure if he's going to win a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. But Bill Belichick will be back, and I think the Patriots next year will be a team that's fighting for a playoff spot. I think that cap space is going to go to well. They spend cap money. They bring in good free agents that fit the scheme. They don't draft well. So $51 million for them in cap space is a lot better than 27 draft picks. So, but that's it with the Patriots. Now I want to gush about the Bills because I spent way too much time talking about the Patriots. So the Bills, I love watching them play. I love watching just good offense, and they have it. and there were a couple times the NFL broadcast, like, they talked about how they look like the Chiefs, and here is what I see. Like, this is what reminds me of the Chiefs. Obviously, their quarterback can make off-script plays. I said it. Josh Allen is super impressive. He can make off-script plays big. He can run a little bit, athletic, and, just has superior arm talent. But the ease and the fluidity and the creativity of their offense is what I love seeing. And it's almost like a great thing that I love watching about Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers and guys like this is, they know that I'm throwing to this guy over here, like on a bubble screen or whatever, something like that. But I'm going to come here and I'm really going to sell it, and I'm going to make it look good, and then I don't even have to reset my feet, and I'm just going to flick it over there. And I'm going to get the defense moving. I don't have to flip my feet around to get it perfectly. I'm just going to give a little sidearm flick, and that's what he does, and I love watching this offense. Now, the big receiver, and, albeit it's true, Stephon Diggs having a monster year. Turns out to be a great trade for the Buffalo Bills. He had 3 touchdowns today. Josh Allen threw 4. 3 of them were to Diggs. But he's not the only thing. They don't have the name recognition like the Chiefs, like Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. You got Stephon Diggs. But listen, I like Gabe Davis, rookie out of UCF. I like him. John Brown didn't play. But, I like Gabe Davis. He's been impressive this year. Dawson Knox dropped a touchdown, one that hit him right in the hands, and then came back and made 3 very good catches, tight window, a good sideline catch, tight coverage, concentration catches. He's a good tight end. And then Cole Beasley, he did get hurt late in the game, in the third or fourth quarter, something with his knee, planted his foot. Hopefully that's not serious, but he's one of the better slot receivers in the NFL. They have weapons, and then their running backs, they don't run for 100 yards a game, but I like the combination of Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. And like I said, this is a game because the Chiefs and the Bills, they look very similar. They are built very similarly. So if it's a scenario where these teams play in the AFC Championship game or something like that, I don't know how it lines up. The Bills could still get the number 2 seed if the Steelers lose next week and they win and they beat the Dolphins. But I really, really like that matchup because it's pretty much these teams are mirror images of each other. They're the same team, and I think it would be a very, very entertaining AFC Championship game. So I'm kind of hoping that is what happens. And like I said, if it's an offensive shootout, if any team in the AFC could keep up with the Chiefs in a shootout, it's Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. The one thing that I will say negatively about the Bills today is that their rush defense was not very, very good. And I don't know if that's all the time but the Patriots carved them up in the first half. Sonny Michel was running very well. He only had 10 attempts, but he averaged 7 yards a carry. And then J.J. Taylor, undrafted rookie out of Arizona. I'm pretty sure he was undrafted, 6th-round pick. Arizona, small guy, 5'6". He was, I think he had 4 carries for 40 yards. So that was a little concerning. Good news for them. There's only a couple teams in the AFC playoff picture right now that could run. The Dolphins appear to be one, but the big one is the Tennessee Titans, the Indianapolis Colts. Actually, now that I'm going over it, a lot of teams in the AFC and a lot of teams in the AFC potential playoff picture can run the ball. So that's a little concerning. If you play a team like the Browns, they're built on running. You play a team like the Titans, they're built to run. You play a team like the Colts, they're built to run. So hopefully this was just hopefully they could shore that up because that was a big hole for them. But other than that, offensively, look great. Josh Allen, he's definitely going to be in the MVP talk. He's going to finish in the top 3. Listen, he's 10 touchdowns behind Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he's going to win it. His odds will be sub plus 1,000 for sure tomorrow. It'll probably be I would imagine plus 600 going into the last week. I don't think he's going to get it, but damn it, the Bills, they're good. And another reason I like Josh Allen, man, you could just tell that he's a good dude. Good dude. You have something like Barstool Sports trying to raise money for small businesses, the Barstool Fund. You got Josh Allen supporting that, wearing the T-shirt. So, if I was a Bills fan, I'd be just real excited because he just seems like a good dude trying to do things for other, real competitive, seems like just one of the boys. Definitely goes out and shotguns beers. Awesome dude. Bills have a really good chance. If if I'm a Bills fan, I'm looking, especially if you get a win next week, you get the 2 seed. Like, I'd be feeling real confident going into the playoffs. Really, really confident, especially since the Chiefs have not looked good the last couple of weeks. I mean, they shouldn't be going down to the wire with a team like the Atlanta Falcons. So, Bills Mafia, good on you. You got a good chance coming down the stretch. And God, man, if the Bills Mafia, damn. Listen, Super Bowl's in Tampa. I imagine at least half the stadium could be filled, or 30%. Bills Mafia in Tampa would be wild. Would be wild. Good for you guys. Jump through your tables. Do your thing. You got a good one. This team looks set up to make a run in the playoffs. And the Patriots, I think they'll be back next year. I think they will be back competing for the playoffs next year. But good game. That's the end of Week 16. So now we're rolling into Week 17. Never thought we'd get here, but we are here. If you enjoyed this, if you're a Bills Mafia member, let me know how you feel about them. If you're a Patriots fan, I want to know how you're feeling about your team going forward. Definitely subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back in the next one.